everyone, it's Jim T. Graham with RCGroups.com, and today we are looking at the Two Dog RC FPV LCD Diversity Monitor. It has a screen size of 7 inches. It's a LCD with an LED backlight, resolution of 800 by 480. One of the coolest features on this LCD is the built-in 5.8 dual diversity receiver, which automatically searches for the best reception. I thought we would also go over the menu and take a look at some of the menu screens just to see what you can do from the front of the LCD screen. So we have brightness, contrast, color, multiple languages. Normal lets you flip your view in case your camera is upside down or you're not, the settings different. Zoom has 2 different aspect ratios for that. And then we have AV1 and AV2. And then there's also a volume that you can access from the front of the LCD. But one of the more important things I think to go over is the no sync feature. The big deal is that when you're out in the field, if your signal is dropping off, if your screen goes into no sync, it could blank out for 5 seconds, 10 seconds, some even turn themselves off. So I did a little research in my own backyard with my FPV truck, which is an actual Wraith. And the goal was to see what the LCD would do if I ran this thing out of range. Now on channel 1, I'm running an IB Crazy omnidirectional cloverleaf antenna. And then on channel 2, I'm running a 5-line directional antenna that IB made and sent to me. Thank you, sir. So let's run my little truck to the backyard. We're going to run it to the right corner here behind this picnic table. And we should see some signal loss. So you can see it on the top. It's flashing in and out, not really affecting the LCD with the monitor. If we wedge it back here just right, we're getting more interference. We're almost losing the signal, but we're not going blue screen. And we should be able to get totally out of range if I park it just right, and we'll see what will happen. So we went black for a second, and if you're watching the blue lights on the left, you'll see we're on channel 1, which is the omnidirectional, and then now it's jumped back to channel 2. So what you're seeing there is this monitor finding the best signal, the strongest signal, and we're maintaining a visual. So that's my little demonstration of how the screen doesn't go to blue or turn itself off or blank out for 10 seconds. I also have footage from flying my EZ Star that has an OSD system in it, as well as taking my FPV truck out to the field to see how far I can drive it before losing signal. And this is a 30-acre field. Now let's look at one of the other features on this LCD screen, which is the buffered AV outputs. And these are AV outputs coming from channel 1 and channel 2. So you could plug another monitor or some FPV goggles into one of these channels and you could see what you're seeing on the LCD screen. So this would be handy if you wanted someone to view what you were doing with your LCD screen while you're wearing goggles, or they could wear the goggles while you're looking at the LCD screen. It's a handy little feature and I'm looking forward to using it. Now let's go to the field. Here we are. We're looking at the nice shield that comes with it, and then here's a visual of the outputs on the side. And then to the left, we have our battery input. There's a visual of that. And they provide a cable. I'm just running a 3-cell LiPo into that, which is great because I have a lot of 3 cells. And so here we are. This is my actual Wraith. I'm running the RC Logger Pro Cam and the RC Logger transmitter. I've got my IB Crazy Cloverleaf on this unit as well. I also have an advanced metal fab roof, which is an aluminum piece I added to the Wraith. This allows me to get more of a visual field, and before it had a roll bar right there that would totally block your view. So here's a truck. It's a good looking little truck that's ready to run out of the box. Let me flip it around here. I made a back deck out of wood and covered it in Velcro so I can Velcro all my components to it. So the LCV or the RC Logger Pro cam is in the middle. My transmitter's on the left with the clover leaf coming up. And it's a great little rig. So I'd seen videos of people that put FPV units on trucks, and it looked pretty dang cool. And I have to say, when I got it on this truck, it was smoking. The I thought just the visual alone looks great, and I took this thing and drove it around a little bit over here on the pavement, jumping curbs, and um, there's some ravines in the back, but great signal. I mean, the thing to remember here is that you're on the ground. It's not like when you're flying in the air, but here we are flying in the air. So one issue I usually have when I'm doing this is when I crank and bank, I'll get a weaker signal depending on where the antenna is located on my transmitter. But with this unit, it was rock solid, and I'm cranking and banking pretty hard. It was a windy day here, and I had my RC Logger OSD system going, as you can see, and I had a lot of modules on board, so I was a little overweight, but I wanted to get as many modules going as I could, and then get the Two Dog RC LCD screen in action to see what it looked like, and it was cool. I also had Jason Cole with me one of these days, and he said that while it's kind of a small screen, it was definitely an FPV screen. Okay, where are we? We're in the field. We are hauling towards the road, and this is the edge of the 30-acre field. My camcorder has gone a little soft, but here we are at the edge of where I can receive. So I've stopped. It's blacked, but it's come back, and I deemed this about as far as I wanted to go because the street was right in front of me, and that's a pretty busy little street. You can see where I am. See the tin roof in front of us? That's where I'm standing, driving the truck. And once again, the truck's on the ground, so it's line of sight with 5.8, and I was pretty impressed I got out there so far with this thing. It's not a distance you'd want to go walking towards. Here's a little visual of where I was and how far the truck went. So I want to reiterate, I'm a newbie to FPV. I'm trying to do a series of articles for RC pilots like me that want to get into it, but it's kind of intimidating or it seems a little complicated. I'm trying to do a collection of articles that would allow you to find something that wasn't that expensive, but it was quality and something that would work for you. And the 7-inch monitor, I mean, they make mounts for these that you can purchase to put on your transmitter. So it's not so big that, it's cumbersome. And it's small enough that if you really wanted to, you could put it on your Hi-Tech or your JR or whatever. Your DX18 is what I'm using on most of my flying videos here. But hey, a big thanks to Mark at Two Dog RC. We've known each other a long time. Great guy, researches his products, sells good stuff. Check him out at twodogrc.com. I'm Jim T. Graham with RC Groups. Thanks for listening, and I hope you enjoy this product.